important is it for you guys to finish strong?
Yeah, I think so. I think, obviously getting the chance to finish at home, and the last opportunity this football team has, and for the guys that, going to be here next year to build on that, right? I think that's a big thing. And, obviously for the guys that, are going to go do something else or do, you know, opportunities to go play somewhere else, with contract stuff, then obviously you want to put good tape out there and finish on a win. So, I think that's everyone's goal. This week, especially get to do it in front of our home fans. For the last one of the year, I think, it's a great opportunity.
What about favorite Matthew Slater story?
Oh man, there's a lot. It's been so fun to get to watch him every day and learn from him. I came into the league when he still had hair, and kind of, I think that would have been year 5 for him, because it's 16, 9 for me, so something like that. It's 5 or 6, and I didn't know a lot about him. Obviously, I knew about the Tom and Gronk and things like that, but didn't know a lot about Matthew Slater. And then getting to learn from him, he's become one of my best friends, a confidant, someone I can lean on for football advice, for life advice, and I've watched him become a dad and admired him for that, and then now find myself being a dad and trying to emulate him in a lot of ways, and because the things, he's just not a great football player, and I think it's well documented on how great of a man he is off the field, to his family, his wife, his kids, and I think it's pretty admirable. And obviously, I've just had such a close relationship with him, and just tried to soak up as much as I could from him. I think our diets, that's probably the one area that I did not try to soak up any, was his diet advice. So that was a little too much for me. But he's a big guy at heart. I know after the Falcons, or not the Falcons, the Rams Super Bowl in Atlanta, he was telling me, he's like, dude, my first stop's Waffle House after the game, and so that was pretty fun to hear. So he loves food, and even though he's so strict with his diet, that's something we're always talking about, is eating. I'm just doing a lot more of it than him.
David, you guys were captains in the locker room that included somebody who's large personality and presence as Tom Brady. And in a lot of respect, it seems like Matthew was a voice for the locker room, for the organization. What does it say about somebody who's on the field 20% of the time?
Yeah, I mean,
to have that role and that esteem in the organization.
One, I think it just is about what kind of person he is, right? And then obviously on those, whatever plays, he's usually making a very big impact on those plays. Whether it's his name getting called or he's drawing a lot of attention so other guys can make plays. And, I think it says a lot about who he is and what kind of person he is, the kind of character he has. I think that's just just shows about just who he is. And you can't say enough about Matthew Slater and, the things he's done, the career he's had, how he's done it, because he's done everything the right way.
I don't want to jinx anything, but you're at 100% of snaps right now. What does that mean to you to have played every single snap?
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in it. I've always taken pride in being out there, and that's what they expect me to do, and that's what I'm asked to do. And I think the biggest thing with this game is it comes to an end for everybody, and I think for me personally, the biggest thing I look at is one day I'm going to have to look at myself in the mirror, and I want to say I did everything I could, and I got the most out of this game. And not only for myself, but, I care a lot about, this organization and representing the people that have helped me and my teammates. So I take a lot of pride in that. So I think that's kind of, when I get done one day, I want to be able to look in the mirror and be at peace with, what I've accomplished and what I've done. And part of that to me is being out there and competing and doing what's asked of you even when things aren't going great for you. I think that's kind of a big sign of mental toughness and putting the team first. So. So
Do you have an idea for how long you want to play?
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I know it's closer to my end than my beginning in obvious ways, and I don't know. I think every year, you just try to, get away, and I'm excited to do that this year, and take a deep breath and evaluate, and I think I try to do that every year. It changes every year. There's things that come up and different things like that. So life changes, and used to not have a kid, now I have a kid, and and you're getting older, different things hurt, surgeries, some years not surgery. So it's just always trying to evaluate and looking at it as a whole. But I think that's something, I'll make a decision at some point with, my wife, my family, and go from there, because it's not really just me that affects it. It obviously affects, her, and she kind of has to put up with me, and she's been right there by my side through the injuries and hospital stays and, all that stuff. So, and has to see me, sometimes be grumpy and sore and other things. So I don't know. We'll see. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.